The PvP event in Pocket says there's only prizes for total wins. Nothing about consecutive. What's going on this game? Thanks for the 16 months. Welcome back. Alright, not Sage over here. Not Sage. Come on, bro. Not Sage. Not only did we hit Sage, but we also lost the 50-50 priority flip on whose card went up first. Yep, that tracks. I guess them losing their Shadow King is long-term good for us, at least. Do I want to play Mysterio this turn? Next turn I'm going to have 7 energy. I'm going to have 2 kitties. The only thing I can draw that I can't play next turn is Shuri. But man, I would be sad if I couldn't play an 8-power Shuri. It's only 1 in 4 though. So this is Agent Venomed. So this would get me to 12 over here. Then this gets me to 19, 20, 19, 25 in the middle. Then I get to a lot over here, right? It'll be 8, 16, 25, 27. They could be right to punt the center, but they also might punt the center because they're so far ahead there. Cool. Got him? I think we got him. We got to do the Frigga thing! Yay!
Victory!
I'll write that one down. Maybe we'll have a set worth highlighting. I'm playing something similar, but I have Havoc and Theta instead of Forge and Shuri. Yeah, that makes sense. I like Forge. Shuri I went back and forth on in the deck editor before we started. I wouldn't be surprised if Shuri's too clunky. I just like kind of wanted to be all in on the kitty plan to start. I think Frigga is probably like a B- card. I think she's also a unique effect. I think if you're missing either of the cards this week, you could probably feel pretty good about opening and you'll get play out of Frigga. Lovely golden lady. Bull's gold on the variant too, so just be able to leave her at gold and have her blend in a little bit. It's super interesting to me how much people are asking about the Moon Girl Suitor deck when nobody was asking about that deck before Suitor was added to it. I think the Moon Girl Suitor deck is probably better without Suitor in it. It's my TLDR. Now I think I eat this instead of the Mysterio, yeah? It slows me down in setting up Elsa, but drawing 2 4-powered cards sounds lovely. Wasn't it before Suitor? Gwenpool? This is actually insane, right? I get to go Shuri into Agony, into Kitty on the Agony, into Frigga next turn. Says local man about to be Cosmoed. Oh, it's a content creator special. Yeah, that makes sense why everybody keeps asking. For reference, I would like the record to reflect we put out a video on that deck without... Basically, chat, I'm telling you that if you're asking me about that deck because you saw a YouTube video on it, it means you're missing the most important YouTube channel. Where we're always a week ahead instead of one step behind. All right, they kicked our sandcastle, but we brought it back up. This is not Agent Venomed, yeah? No? This seems pretty likely to win, though, right? We have 1 from the Mysterio, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is 14, and then Kitty's here, and then we play for here a little bit, too. Nice tech card, Gamer. I guess Cosmo Middle could get us if they go Cosmo Middle in a little bit, right? We're gonna end up a little short in the middle, aren't we? Sage is big, but not that big. Oh, losing coin flips to tech cards. I need to remember to mute everybody today. Hopefully they don't do it. We had the Twitch chat special where someone won a coin flip and fist bumped us, and I muted them and moved on, and then they came into chat and made their first chat message GGing me again. What do you mean when you say tech cards? Tech cards are things like Shadow King, Enchantress, Cosmo, Shang-Chi, things that you put into your deck to destroy your opponent's deck. Things that don't forward your game plan but are designed to break your opponent's game plan. Edge. Agony's kind of sweet with Muriel. Yeah, unironically, would we have won that game without the Shadow King buff? No, I think we would have. I think we would have missed still, right? I think the Shadow King buff will be one of the long-term, one of the most baffling things Second Dinner has ever done. Truly insane card balance behavior. Knight and Jester, thank you for the 3/4 of a year. Welcome back. Getting powering up here. In my opinion, the optimal way to use your pack points in Pokemon Pocket is you should use your pack points when you're ready to stop opening a particular pack. So like, let's say you're opening Charizard packs because your favorite content creator says you should open Charizard packs. And you get to a point where the only card you want out of Charizard packs is 2 copies of Greninja because you just haven't opened them, you're incredibly unlucky. And then you go ahead and you have 300 pack points. You're like, okay, I'm just going to craft my Greninjas and I'm going to move on to the next pack. I think would be the best way to approach it. Ooh, this works how I want it to work, right? This gets the bonus from Elsa and then it merges in with Agony and then Frigga copies it. This is kind of sweet. How many tech cards do you typically like to have in a deck? I think Marvel Snap is a better and more fun game when there are 0 tech cards in my deck. I think part of the reason why Marvel Snap's only okay right now is because we are in a non-tech card optional format. This is not Agent Venomed. It is not. This is 10 here, yeah? Plus Elsa. This is also 10 here, though, right? And this could be bigger here. I think it's this. I think they're not going to play for here, and we put the Sage over here. I actually just finished recording a video talking about how the lack of a ranked ladder in Pokemon Pocket is a great innovation in the card game space that I hope more other games consider not having ranked play. He says as he sits here on the ranked hamster wheel. This deck that we're playing is better than I was expecting it to be to set a low bar. You criticize ranked and yet you play it. Curious. What a hypocrite, that Hogland. Did I ever copy Sage? I think so. The only reason to have a ranked mode is to let casual players not play against top tier decks. But ranked doesn't do that. You're mistaken. Or not having ranked doesn't do that. Actually, I'm gonna Nico the Agent Venom because then Sage can go here. You could have MMR-based matchmaking like that. Like, truly, go into any games like Hearthstone or Magic Arena, and the unranked gameplay has just as many competitive decks as not. Ranked has nothing to do with how players approach the game, and has everything to do with how players are psychologically manipulated around playing the game. Ranked ladders exist purely as engagement drivers to get you and others to play the game more. I think I'm doing nothing. Something that is super true across basically every game I've ever played is that people basically always think there's this magical, made-up place in their game where they think they could go and play there and only good players play in this magical place that they have made up in their mind. When in reality, that doesn't exist. It's very elitist. And if you want to know how I feel about the Alakazam highlight deck, Alakazam Weezing deck, you can go watch the highlight. But also, like, just for reference, you didn't tell me about the Weezing Alakazam deck yesterday, and then I highlighted it today. I have almost 2 weeks worth of deck highlights already recorded that are waiting for timing to post on the YouTube side, so that was one of the ones on the list. I think we stay here if they let us stay for one. Obviously, they could have crazy negative things, but it's a Subterranea game too, so you might have a shot unless they drew the nuts through the Subterranea. We're winning the right, yeah? Cool. Average Marvel Snap experience. I got Subterranean. I drew 3 rocks. They got Subterranean after they played Mr. Negative. They drew negative Iron Man, negative Mystique. I mean, that wasn't even Mr. Negative things. I'd have won that game if we had one more spell to put points on the right. It's just, you know, a non-game that there was nothing we could do anything about. Bazaar has a ranked system that is required to play to earn currency. However, ranked is not free to enter, and you have to play normal to earn ranked tickets. That's an interesting dynamic. I assume you could also buy the ranked tickets, though? Is that assumption correct? That sounds more like the ranked is like kind of a tournament thing you could buy lots of entries for. I'd have to think about if that's better, worse, or more predatory or not than regular ranked. Yeah, it's kind of conquesty, right? They lost Vulture to Weapons Facilities. That makes Estringham a little bit worse for them, at least here. Not putting this over here last turn means I can't play Shuri this turn, which is an interesting punish. Why does the Auto Battler and TCG audience overlap? Because Auto Battlers are drafting games, and a lot of card players like drafting games. We're gonna leave. Our next linear game plan is much better than ours. Our draw was a little awkward, and they had a good location for them. Draft was good too. I think Pocket and Marvel Snap have pretty different gameplay, and they don't really have a good one-to-one comparison. Pocket genuinely might be the best traditional TCG I've ever played. They did a very, very good job of modernizing traditional TCG's gameplay. Yeah, auto battlers are basically drafting games where you don't actually have to play out your draft. And for my time talking to Magic the Gathering players, I think a lot of them don't like the actual playing out their draft part a lot of the time. Oh, you know what? I messed up here. I forgot I had Forge pending. I should have forged the Agony. Oh, no, then the Venom would get it. No, this is right. I'm wrong. No, I did it right. Now we do this.
Are ye worthy? We are the future.
How do we beat the Hellabot with Killed in New York? The Hellabot would never take my cubes, chat. They wouldn't dream of it in a million years. We've got this. The thing you have to understand that, again, makes the AIs completely unsatisfying and feel like a waste of time for someone like me is a lot of these bots are literally programmed not to lock in their plays until after you lock in your turn 6, and then they put themselves to deterministically not win the game. And that, combined with the fact that they frequently retreat on the last turn, just makes them feel like a giant waste of my time. Like, truly, that's the worst part of every new Marvel Snap season, is that I know that, like, a quarter of my games are just going to be the client wasting my time with these AIs. If I had a button that allowed me to opt out of experiencing bots so I could just play humans on the ladder, I would opt out of it every time. So I don't care about getting to infinite quickly. I want to just, like, play meaningful, interesting games. And none of the games against bots are interesting. Anecdotally, I've had more bots this season than previous seasons, but it's purely an anecdote. feels like there's too many every season. Well, that makes the... I was about to comment on how you always want to play Agent Venom before Angela, but then Brood decided to show up and let us know that there's an edge case. Peace out. For Agony and Kitty. Any replacements for Sage and Hope? My dearest gamer, I think this deck is probably trash regardless of what cards you're playing in it. If you're missing cards from it, just follow your heart. Alright. 50% chance to draw Kitty next turn, and then be able to go Agony on Shuri, Kitty, Frigga. Unlucky. I have to leave because they're a Shadow King deck. Oh, yeah, that's true. If I Agony and then Frigga here, I could get another Frigga back to my hand. That would be a 12 power Frigga. That's probably better if we're staying.
Hey man, I'm cook.
Noise. Eros man. All right, we undid our what's it called a little bit. This gives us 6 energy next turn, which means if we top deck Frigga, we can go Forge Kitty and then Frigga it. That works out for the home team. Agent doesn't have text against us, at least. Mr. B1, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back.
Taking aim.
Unironically, in kind of an okay spot. I wish the US agent would have gone center though, huh? Going to 11. I'm going to 12. A chance for the 2 to win the middle. They're on nothing. Cool. Thanks for the 16 months, Fire Chief. Mr. B, thanks for repping the second month. We're a little quiet today. I'm feeling a little bit under the weather. My adorable plague rats got me sick. He's like playing a bunch of cards I like, at least. The non-Shadow King games are interesting. Part of me thinks I'm probably supposed to shove Cosmo in here, but
This just in.
just don't have it in me. Looking for a kitty pride. Looking for a kitty pride. The best sequence now. There's so many lines here. I want to maximize in case I draw Frigga, right? You think? Are they gonna have priority? I think they're gonna have priority, yeah? I think this is good, yeah? Is this bigger here or here? Because we're playing for a breaker, right? It's probably similarly sized, and playing it here plays around in case they reset this. Yeah, I might play at a pocket tournament tonight. There's one at 6 o'clock, and my kids have skating practice, so... We're good, yeah? I just want to play my kitty pride and be happy, chat. That's all I want out of life. All I want is to play my kitty pride and be happy.
Victory.
Don't worry about the thing. Do 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 do. The 18 power kitty pride big enough to be happy. It is. That's a big kitty. All right, have some adverts. I'm not completely embarrassed by playing this deck, so we're gonna play it for another session. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Not completely embarrassed by it is the bar to continue playing. And all the gamers here early for some Snap. We've quadrupled the number of people watching Marvel Snap on Twitch today. We took them from 300 viewers up to 1,200 viewers. What do Elsa's stats look like? Could they put Elsa back to +3? She actually is marginally positive for the last 30 days. Latest patch is terrible, but the popularity's low. This is probably a more accurate representation. It's actually better than I was expecting. The GG's, Jason. That is mostly why I'm not snapping while we climb, is I just want to see my games play out. I think people are more likely to limp and let me see a game. Ooh, we've actually won more than we've lost with this deck this morning. Look at that. Slow and steady. We have a patch and an OTA next week. Embassy without agony or what's it called at hand is a little sad. Oh, you know what though? How does this work? Does Frigga, we talked about Frigga copying herself earlier, but I'm not actually 100% sure that's how it works. I want to try it, I think. Frigga's auto reveal goes before agony. That's sad. I guess it's just hope then. No, I don't think my enjoyment of Snap has anything to do with Pocket. I think Erishim's release changed my enjoyment of Snap. I think that was like a marked vibe / tone change. Yeah, I just don't have anything going on. We'll leave.
Escaped.
Does Shuri Sage work the way you want it to? It does not. Shuri is here purely for Kitty Pride. Shuri is like Elsa. She provides her bonus while the card is face down. For returning player, collection level 5,000, you already recommended decks to me. I actually need to update that command. It was previously budget decks, but that got co-opted by Pocket, speaking of. I have a good hand, and Marvel Snap has decided to waste my time with a bot. Times, good times. +2 power, +2 power. Easy game, easy game. How do you know so early it's a bot? There's a series of usernames and avatars that bots are more likely to use. So I do this, and then next turn I go Forge the kitty, Frigga the kitty. Remember to snap the bot. I still involuntarily cringe every time Leech's animation comes up, even though it doesn't hurt me anymore. Just big, can't help it. I think Agony still merges here, yeah? So I still get a big kitty back? I also have a involuntary visceral reaction to Professor X flipping up. But he also hurts less than he used to. Oh, that's weird. The Shuri animation didn't play on the Mysterio, right? But it did pump it up. Speaking of pumping, at least the bot gave us 8 cubes. Far less annoyed by the bots when they give us 8 cubes as opposed to retreating. It's a very good Frigga variant, I agree. I am slowly losing my mind over the number of people that are telling me to try the Moon Girl Suitor deck that I posted games with 2 weeks ago. Like truly just I feel like I'm collectively being trolled by the Marvel Snap community at this point. Like there's no possible way this many people all ignored all the content I put out, right? It really hammers home how buried my channels are on the YouTube side. I hate that platform so much.
I am reborn.
If you forge Mysterio, do the copies get buffed? They do not. Only the leftmost Mysterio gets forged, just like only the leftmost Mysterio gets destroyed or demoned by Nico.
Clear for takeoff.
So they have priority here, which means this works how we want it to. What is Shuri here for? Shuri is here to double the kitty. It's our first time getting to Frigga Sage, which is fun. Oh my gosh. I don't get to play out my hand because of the sandbar? That's so tilting. Go limp here, but I'm really sad. The Apocalypse is big enough to win the raid. I actually don't think the Pokemon... Like, I've watched a lot of Pokemon stuff, and I really don't think the clickbait in the Pokemon space is really any markedly worse or different than Snap stuff. I think you probably just haven't filtered your channels as much for Pocket yet. This is 2 bots in 3 games, right? I played a bot 2 games before this. Can someone fact check me on that? What's going on, Lemons? Thanks for watching us over the last year and more. Pygmy in the Discord server, get access to Beverly Shills. We'll make sure our trickle down stays in action and becomes cheaper for the next one. This is funny at least. Or it will be. Well, if I do that, it puts it here though. It's definitely the case, Bez, that all of those Mankey's gonna break the game type posts I saw pop off are gonna eat crow. I'm very glad I did my typical conservative evaluation and just said the deck was good against Pikachu EX, which it is, because man, did Mankey not pan out. Do you want to copy Sage? Yeah, baby. Yeah, Sage middle might be the biggest thing we could do. why do they retreat? Oh, I can upgrade Frigga. Upgrade Frigga. Oh, you know, do I have agony boosters? I think I have agony boosters. Let me check. I just hadn't played her in any games, so I hadn't upgraded her. I think I had a 155 on her during Conquest. Totally did. Okay, we'll put her to yellow. There's no agony variants in the game, right? Zero right now. Okay. Oh, to give credit where credit is due. To give credit where credit is due. Second Dinner posted a statement that the studio that they had been working with on art that uses AI in some of their sketchings, they've severed ties with and will not be putting any of their art that they had commissioned into the game. You love to see it. It was someone whose art wasn't in the game yet, but they had a couple of pieces from. That were set to come to the game, and they will no longer be coming to the game. Yes, I was very glad to hear that. Said much better with yellow border. Think we're dead.
Opponent snapped.
No kitty, no sage.
Escaped.
There really isn't a more peak Twitch chat experience than queuing into the suitor deck and someone in Twitch chat suggesting I add Shang-Chi to my deck. I think it's this. into Shuri here, into like Kitty, Frigga. Are you liking Frigga? Frigga plays the type of Marvel snap I typically enjoy. You run any tabletop RPGs? The house I lived in during undergrad had games of D&D running 5 or 6 nights a week at one point, but I haven't really played since then. Hey, a super dead here.
Escaped.
Oh, did I forget to put deck lists in the video description for the best decks? I totally did. So out of it this morning. All my best targets for Agent Venom are already out. Just gonna go ahead and get Angela going. Yeah, I claimed my Genshin promos this morning. Thanks for that stuff, though. What do we think of this? I think copying Sage is probably going to be better than copying Kitty here, right? Alright, so they're a Killmonger deck. Dodge a Killmonger here, we can dodge a ball. So if they Surfer plus Killmonger, they get +9, -1. They end up at 19 on the right. Yeah, we do lose the Surfer Absorbing Man. I'm gonna play around Surfer Killmonger though. Yep, we won the flip. Makari jump scare, yep. If Makari went here, we're still winning, right? No, we'd lose, yeah? They'd be at 11 here to 12. So we're actually 1 and 3 to win on this Makari, because Makari here or here beat us. Sometimes lucky, rubber ducky. Yeah, we lose the breaker to Makari mid because of Atlantis. Yeah, I like the Blaine deck in pocket a lot. That one's towards the top of my list of things I might try. Did you get 45 wins? Nope. We got half of that yesterday. Not really in a rush. Doom Buggy, thank you for the 22 months. Appreciate that. Welcome back. Generically speaking, Sinister London is much better for their deck than ours. That being said, 2 Elsa Bloodstones, nothing to be too upset about. I'm a little sad that I played hard for the right invisibly, though. Pikachu EX is the objectively best deck in Pokemon Pocket by a wide margin. Get some data on why there. I have to decide am I playing this game for 4 cubes or not. The Mount Vesuvius. I think the answer is yes. We'll lose 4 cubes for the sake of making our kitties pretty. I was hoping this kitty would go center, so that way Frigga would stay here. We lost that 50-50 though.
Apocalypse.
As expected, we are going to be deterministically very dead. Is this a blade? Holy.
I am reborn.
Does this ever win? We might actually win the left, right? You're right. I can play for Breaker and put this here. 15 power kitty is bigger than 16 power kitty here because of Sage. So this is gonna be 36. I think we get him. Oh, I could have snapped. You're right. Yeah, we did actually win. Look at that. Okay, sure. Should have snapped it.
Victory.
We did that. We did the thing. In terms of power level, I think Frigga's like a B, maybe a B minus card. But the more I play with her, the higher. Yeah, she could go B plus maybe. Yeah, I think my confidence range is like B minus to B plus. The more I play with her, the higher I put her on the Jeff scale, though. The least objective rating scale Marvel Snap has to offer. Just like does a lot of things that I enjoy doing. This deck felt relatively okay overall. Shadow King gives you a hard time. Deck probably gets better if you like cut Shuri and play Cosmo. Is probably a realistic thing you could be doing. The Beast Enjoyers take, yeah. But hey, we did Kitty Pride things. That was nice. All right. Have some adverts. We're gonna play a different snap deck when we return. We've not fully snapped yet. Thanks for hanging out. Don't go anywhere. Jeff loves doing it means the deck will never be top tier on purpose. It hurts. It hurts. Why do you gotta say something that hurts me so much?